since it's technically the 10th anniversary of LEGO Minecraft, I feel like now is a great time to rank every set ever made. Because why not? So, without further ado, let's do this thing. Now, the list I've compiled here on Tier Maker has 87 sets. I've decided to exclude any gear sets. That means basically keychains and the regional exclusives, which are the magazine little foil packs, as well as the Minecon Steve from eons ago. That was probably before 2012 anyway. But everything else, poly bags, minifigure packs, the micro worlds is all included here. And I should stress that all the opinions here are just my own, and yours will probably be different, but that's because you're wrong. Up first is the Zombie Cave. The Zombie Cave is cool because it has an exclusive minifigure, which is a printed version of the baby zombie. The one that is included in the new Red Barn set is actually not, the torso isn't printed. Other than that, I mean, it's a great starter kit, and it was a good price. It was also, I believe, the second set to include a bat after the Mountain Cave. So it had a lot of good things going for it. So I'm gonna put that in B right now. We'll see if I change that later on. Oh, the wool farm. I love this set. It's the only set to include the yellow sheep. It gave us a rehash of the red sheep. And had a fun little gimmick where you could build things out of these pre-made blocks with jumpers on top. I honestly enjoyed that set a good deal. Can I move these? Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna put that in B2. We're still middle of the pack. All right. So the Wither. Oh, the Wither is a great set. This was the first appearance, I assume, of the Wither skeleton as well. The only appearance of the Wither. I'm gonna put that in A. It's a low A. Don't get me wrong, but it's still very good. Ooh, next up is the Swamp, the Witch Hut, the original Swamp set. This was one of my first LEGO Minecraft sets. I picked it up at Walmart for $30 back in the day. To this day, it remains easily one of my favorites. It's an easy S. The Waterfall Base. The Waterfall Base was actually a set I never wanted, but ended up buying because there was such a good deal again on it at Walmart. I felt it was overpriced back in the day. It does come with an exclusive sheep. But the structure just never wowed me. It's fine. It's a fine set, but honestly, I think I'm gonna put it at C. Ooh, okay. The Warped Forest. So a lot of people are gonna be pretty brutal on this one because it includes the Hoglin. I'm not so anti-Hoglin. I'm more pro-Piglin than I am anti-Hoglin. And so I do think this is actually a pretty solid set with some really great minifigures. A lot of the other sets do tend to be quite good. For now, I'm gonna put that right there. I wish this one didn't show up so early, but I'm pretty sure that the Village is still, even though I don't own the set, the Village is my all-time favorite LEGO Minecraft set. It's perfect. It looks like the game. It's got a great selection of figures, many of which are still exclusive to this day. Oh, the turtle polybag. I mean, the polybags aren't going to do too hot on this list, but as far as the polybags go, this is the best one because it's a cheap way to get the turtle, which only comes in the pirate ship. I'm going to give that a C. We'll put it below the Waterfall Base. Okay, the Training Grounds. The Training Grounds is a set I purposefully never picked up. It's a set I just haven't been interested in. It's very overpriced. Figures aren't fantastic. The build isn't fantastic. I think that's going to be our first D. The Wandering Trader, though, or the Trading Post, I think this is called. That is a good set, in my opinion. 3 exclusive figures in a $20 set. Still comes with Steve and a skeleton as well. Lots of dark orange. That's an easy A. We're going to put that as our leading A for now. $10 sets. I always love the $10 Minecraft sets. So this one is the Taiga Adventure. Has a lot of great mobs for $10. Jeez. I think I'm going to put that one at A. I'm going to put that in B for now. Some of these older ones I'm not as familiar with. So this is the Ice Hideout. Very, very standard. It's a fine set, but not too crazy. I'm going to put that as C. Ooh, what is this one? Like the Sky Tower or something? This one's pretty new. Came with an exclusive cat. Came with 2 whatchamacallums, nasty flying thingies that scream, and a decent minifigure. But again, overpriced set, really niche mobs that I don't care much about. I think this one think that's a good looking set, so I won't put it at D, but I am going to put it at C, really at the bottom there. The Skull Arena. So this is one of our first sets to include player skins. Only set to include the Killer Rabbit. This one's pretty great. Also golden apple and stuff. I'm gonna put that at B. If you're watching my review on the Skeleton Dungeon, you'll know that is one of my favorite sets of all time. Easy S. Polybag here, the Skeleton Defense. It exists. It's a great cheap way to get some figures, but that's about it. This is like the Skeleton Ambush, Skeleton Raid. First set to come with the red sheep. I don't know, this reminds me a lot of the Panda Nursery. I really don't care for this set at all. It's better than these two. Maybe. There we go. Rune Portal. Rune Portal's a great set. Great play feature. Lots of different stuff represented. Purple sheep. That's an A for me. That's gonna be a high A. Minecraft Dungeons, guys. I'm sorry. I don't play Minecraft Dungeons. I don't know anything about it. They look good. I'll give it a high D rank for now. The Red Barn. Red Barn is another great looking set that is just way too overpriced. The Jungle Villager, though. I'm gonna put that at a low B. Rabbit Ranch. Rabbit Ranch is gonna kind of end up in the same place. It's fine. It's fine. It's good to get rabbits again. Ooh, Polar Igloo is one of my favorites, just simply because it comes with a stray and the polar bears, both exclusive to that set. And I think for that reason alone, I might drop that in S tier. Pirate Ship is another great set. Definitely an A, because you get a lot of cool mobs in that set. It's a fun set. I think I'll do, yeah, right about there. Pillager Outpost. Pillager Outpost. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's a great battle pack, but it's an expensive battle pack. And I mean, obviously the Pillager Outpost that doesn't have a Pillager Outpost. I've got to give that one a D. Pig House. Pig House looks great. Doesn't interest me at all. Originally, that was going to be the set that came with the pink sheep, but they cut it at the last minute, which is kind of sad. It looks good though. It's a high C for me. Panda Nursery. A lot of people are pretty brutal on this one too because the build is garbage, but it does come with some great figures, so I think for that reason it's going to get a low C. Ocean Monument. That was another set that never interested me. It's fine. It was way bigger than it needed to be. It's a boring structure. It's something I never want to make in Lego, but I mean it's a good representation of what it's supposed to be. The price point was absurd. I don't think it deserves a D, but it's definitely somewhere in the C's. Okay. Nether Railway is actually one of my all-time favorite Lego Minecraft sets. My brother and I each had one of these. So much fun. You combine two of these things, make a larger railway. It's just so great. And of course, it was the first set to include the Magma Cube. And this is an S tier set for me. And I know people are going to disagree with me on that, but that was probably the set that got me hooked on Lego Minecraft as a theme right there. The Nether Portal. I love the railway stuff, even though it's not game accurate or anything. It's fun. It's enjoyable. We'll do a high B for that one. The Nether Fortress. That's a pretty old set. I never had it, but I got it in a bulk lot, like just parted out. It was a great introduction to the Nether, and I love how they miniaturized the Nether Fortress. I think that was done pretty well. Honestly, that probably sits in the same spot as the other one. This is like the Nether Duel. It's one of those $10 sets again. Another great one. Definitely a low A. Because it's strong. It's just not as strong as some of those other $10 sets. Here we have, maybe this one is called the Nether Duel. Very similar, just less stuff. Polybag. Great polybag, don't get me wrong. But we'll put it ahead of the training grounds. I think that's fair. All right, Nether Bastion. I mean, it's just a great set. I think it's better than Nether Railway. I don't think it's better than the Polar Igloo, though. Mushroom Island was another one of my early sets. For a $20 set, plenty good. It's great to get 2 mushrooms. That's a B. I don't know. Where should we throw it in here? Is it better than the Skull? Yeah, right there. Mushroom House, I think, is a great set. It's not one that I own, but I think it just works really, really well. I love how it looks. That's an A set for me. Mountain Cave. That's S tier. That's just great stuff. Should we? I think it's ahead of the Nether Railway. Probably ahead of the Bastion too. Yeah. I hate the Jungle Tree House. Terribly overpriced. The figures are kind of weird. Doesn't look great. I don't think the play feature works all that well for me. That is definitely a D. Oh yes, an OG, the mine, the big mine. I think it looks really cool. It ends up being pretty middle of the pack for me. I'm gonna put it right there. Melon Farm, S tier, best $10 set ever made. That's a great one. Llama Village has to be a high A. It's a little expensive, but there's a lot of good stuff going on. Oh, the original Jungle Tree House was much better than the other one. Not amazing by any means, nothing that stuck out to me tremendously, but it was a fun set. I mean, we'll put it there. Jungle Temple, on the other hand, I believe, is a phenomenal set. It looks so much like the actual thing. Of course, it's the only set to come with Steve and leather armor. I think I'm gonna do that right at the bottom of S. Dungeons, I like the redstone dude more. The Iron Golem was our first introduction to the Iron Golem. That was a set I did own. I liked it. We'll put it high C. All right, village sets usually tend to be pretty strong. So right here we got the Illager Raid. That's definitely A. I'm gonna put it right there. Ice spikes. Great thing about the ice spikes is the only inclusion of an enchantment table throughout the 10 years of LEGO Minecraft, which is absurd. And I think the ice spikes look like ice spikes. It's B. I'm gonna put it right there. Ice Castle. I don't like the Ice Castle just because of its figures, primarily. It's a good battle pack for beginners, but for someone like me, I wanted to see strays, and that's it. I think the build, however, looks really good, so I think we'll give it a high C. It's not something I'm going to buy, but I think it's a good looking set. Horse stable. It's good to get some new horses. I think it's better than the Ice Castle, but nothing crazy. Guardian Battle. That's an S tier set with the axolotls. That's just a great price. I think it beats out Bastion just because of its price alone. Fox Lodge. You get a lot of stuff in there. Some good parts. I think it's a fun looking build. I'm gonna throw that in a B. Yeah. The Fortress, I think this one is called. That was another one of my early sets that I got heavily discounted back in the day. Came with a lot of cool stuff for sure, but it's very middle of the pack. We're gonna give that a B. I think it's better than a lot of these though. Yeah, we're gonna put it right there. Okay, the first night starter house, way bigger than it needed to be. Fine set. We'll give it a high C. Okay, so this is the Minecraft mobile app one. I don't even know what it's called. Minecraft Worlds. There's some cool mobs, but it doesn't interest me at all. So it's just gonna go there. Farm Cottage, on the other end, that's a good one. It's definitely high. You know, maybe that's an A. Nah. Only set to include a donkey. It's a high B, excuse me. The original farm, that's a great set, but I mean, it just falters when compared to other sets today, right? The original End Dragon Fight, again, one of the earliest sets, one of my earliest sets. Probably got that for Christmas or something back in the day. As far as end sets goes, it's the best, and I think for that alone, I'll generously give it a B ranking, but I don't think it's a good enough set to be A. Stronghold, however, that's an easy S for me. In fact, that's going to surpass a few of these, not the Melon Farm. Fantastic set, still can't believe they haven't remade that yet. I'm guessing we'll get one next year. I would assume so, but we'll see. The second End, it's great to get the set again, but ultimately I don't care. So there it is. Original Dungeon. It's a pretty good set. It was a great parts pack and stuff, cheap back in the day. We're gonna do low B. Desert Outpost. I don't know about this one. Low B. Creeper Mine, only set to come with a husk. Lackluster figure. The build itself was cool and pretty fun. It's a fun play feature. Ultimately didn't get it. I think it'll be a high C. Yeah, it might be the highest C. Creeper Ambush. Probably the weakest $10 set, in my opinion. I have no interest in getting the creeper. It's great to get a chicken again. Chickens are not all that common. I'm gonna throw that down here though. Oh, crafting box. Okay, so that's the original crafting box. That's the second. The third sucked. The third sucked really bad. So much so that's probably my least favorite right now. So there you go. First one was the best. First one is an A. Second one, they're like right up there. Coral Reef is a very solid $10 set. That's an A. Chicken Coop, finally getting the chickens. That was an A. This is like the Cave, really early set. Not all that memorable, to be totally honest. Put that there. Blaze Bridge, that's a good one. This is gonna probably just go up with the other nether sets at the high B. Bee Farm. Bee Farm is solid. I enjoyed the Bee Farm a lot. That's gonna go there. The Bedrock Adventures. Only set to include Silverfish. Ludicrously overpriced. It's good to get sets like this every once in a while, just basic Minecraft layout. But the price, because of the price of this one, I gotta throw that down and see. That was ridiculous. Bakery is a great set. It's a little expensive, but it comes with phenomenal figures even for that price. That's an A for me. I'll put that ahead, the pirate ship even. The Abandoned Village, another strong village set. That's an A for me. It's gonna be a low A, just because it failed to wow me as some of the other village sets have, but it's still plenty good. This is the Abandoned Mine, I'm pretty sure. I just picked this set up. Like I said, it's good to get sets like this every once in a while. And I think this one does a really great job at its price point. We'll do middle of the pack B. It's probably better than Tiger Adventure. Stephen Creeper. They're weird looking, man. I don't care about brickheads. That's at the bottom. Skin packs. I did just get the skin packs, hoping to review them eventually. From what I can tell, they are both A's. Easy. They are both high A's. Put them right behind the bakery. Micro Worlds. They're all right here, right? They're good looking sets. I just don't care for them. So I'm gonna put them all together. They'll go right. Well, maybe I shouldn't put them all together because Village is the best. The regular Overworld second best, and then at the end is the worst. Big Figs. Big Figs don't interest me either. I know Big Figs don't interest a lot of people. If I had to get real picky here, okay, the Magma Cube offends me the most because it's the worst Magma Cube. Awesome, Creeper's pretty cool. I like these ones better. All right, and Steve and Creeper. That's gonna end up by these guys. Is Steve and Creeper better than the Skeleton Defense? I think so. I'm gonna move the training grounds down. Okay, there it is. Well, that's it. So I've included a link to this if you want to fill it out yourself, and feel free to like tag me on Instagram and see what you think. So our final results are Crafting Box 3 being my least favorite set of all time, and The Village being my favorite. I was surprised to see Skeleton Dungeon came out at the number 2 spot. Yeah, lots of very average sets within the Minecraft line, as is to be expected. It's a very basic theme. There are not a lot of sets that I feel like, wow, this set is bad. I think the designers do a tremendous job working on this theme with the limitations that they have. Overall, it's a great theme. It's been a great first decade for this theme. I'm very excited to see what happens next. But yeah, let me know what your list looks like. Tag me on Instagram, send it to me there. I'm at Cheesy Studios everywhere. But this was a fun little experiment. I learned a lot about myself doing this. I hope you learn a lot about your Minecraft taste while doing this too. Anyway, that's all I've got. Have a great life. I'll see you next time.